And I was just like, no.
I'm just dramatic.
But...
My knee. I remember my first day, I sat next to a girl named Tasha, and I wore a green dress with polka dots, and I remember having a crush on not one, but two boys.
You a hoe!
Some things never change. Yeah, Thomas and Michael, they were best friends.
Hey.
I was trying to get with both of them. Some little hoe-ass little kindergartner.
I remember every new person that came to school, every new girl specifically, because I didn't know I was gay at the time. Every new girl that came to school, I would try to make them my girlfriend. I remember this one girl, her name was Jessica. She was not having it.
She's like, get away from me.
Recess was a tough time, bro. No. But what I was bringing up about this whole kindergarten, gym teacher, whatnot stuff, is that, yeah, we had gym in kindergarten, but it was basically like military school.
What?
I remember his name.
Did they like make you like run?
Mr. Perkins.
Mr. Perkins, yeah.
Literally made us climb rope, push-ups.
Oh my god.
Like, he would yell at us, like, if I remember, I couldn't make it up the rope a certain distance or whatever.
Because it's hard.
And he was yelling at me for it. And I'm just thinking, like...
Screw you, Mr. Perkins. I want to see you climb up this rope.
Literally. I left that class every day hating myself. He was the reason why I'm fat today.
Oh, Mr. Perkins. You hear that, Mr. Perkins?
No.
You're ruining kids' lives over a damn rope.
My God. No. I don't remember ever having a fun day in his gym class.
Oh, no. I love gym. Oh, I loved it. I mean, we weren't doing all that crazy stuff. We were, like, playing games and, like, having little foot races and...
Right. None of that.
Oh, my God.
Like, when I say military school, I mean what... Anything close to what the military does. I'm pretty sure I think he had a son that went to school there too. But he was like a grade or two above me or something.
Was your gym teacher like formerly like in the military?
I really
and he
don't
just
know.
he had like PTSD so bad that he just like made you guys like relive all of his like awful like he have you like hunker down in some like hole and like pretend like bombs were like exploding all around you, give you like little like grenades. And...
Maybe he was in the military and he didn't succeed or go far or anything at all, so he like took it out on us or something. No, I don't know.
That sounds like something a gym teacher would do. Didn't succeed in life, got taken out on these little kids.
But my God, it was torture. It was hell. Luckily, the next year up until, I want to say, 7th grade, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A new gym teacher came in. His name was Mr. McKee. He was the best gym teacher excuse me, the second best gym teacher I had.
Who was the best?
Mr. Krager.
Mr. Krager, yep.
And here I am thinking of Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're spelled
Sweet
different.
baby Hunter.
We need to get him back on. Hunter, come back on. No.
He's busy. He's teaching gym now.
But yeah, Mr. Krager, he was one of my high school gym teachers, and Fontana, baby.
Hi.
But he
Hello, baby. Oh, yeah.
he was so old. I don't know what the correct term is because gym teacher. He taught my parents back when they went to high school.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had a couple of those teachers in high school. Mr. Fricky.
Ew.
I always used to call him Mr. Freaky. But, yeah, Mr. Krager, he was cool. I think he's like a pastor on the side or something. So he was like really motivational and very, he's very friendly, very polite. And if you said butt in front of him, he was like, don't say butt. Because he was a health teacher too, but...
say anus.
No. No, he would always say buttock or buttocks or something.
Oh. I was thinking like health teacher, like
did you ever
anatomically correct?
Did you ever watch Billy Madison?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he
It's been a while.
Billy was in like I think second grade and he was like doing the spelling bee?
Yes.
And he was trying to spell couch or something?
Yes.
And he was like COR you going to the mall later? I had a gym teacher. Her name was Mrs. Mall.
Mrs. Mall.
MOLL, not MALL. But like, I remember specifically asking her. Sometimes I'd be like, "Are you going to the mall later?" And,
she's probably like, "Why do you keep asking me if I'm going to the mall? You like ask me this every day. Like, do you need something?"
I'm mad she didn't get the punchline because like I really wanted her to be like, "No, I'm not. Keep spelling." But no, she was also a health teacher as well.
I had a couple of gym teachers that were also my health teachers, and I had like some like coaches that taught health too.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why. I just always thought that was weird. Like,
she was also the one that taught sex ed.
Oh yeah.
I learned about penis and vagina because of her.
Yeah. Thanks, Mrs. Mall. Yeah, no, my volleyball coach was our health teacher, and we learned sex ed in her class. And oh man, so I remember going to class, learning about sex, and then having to go to volleyball practice, right after school. And she was like, "Hey, how'd you guys how'd you like class today?" And we were just like, "It was disgusting. Don't tell us about this stuff."
I remember, especially at a young age, I think maybe kindergarten, maybe first grade, I don't know. But I had an Uncle Jim, and I was convinced that...
Oh, okay.
I was convinced that the way that you spelled gym class was J-I-M class.
Learn about gym.
And I'm just like, everyone was telling me that gym was spelled G-Y-M, and I'm just like thinking like, no, I have an Uncle Jim, it's spelled J-I-M.
Shut up, I know how to spell it. I have an Uncle Jim.
They still don't let me down about that.
No, I remember it's like elementary school. We had Mr. Cook. He was cool. He was like a young guy.
Yeah.
Had like young kids, and he was fun. He was really fun. He showed us all like the fun like games. Like we'd ride around on those little like square little seats that had like wheels on it. And
rest in peace, fingers.
Exactly. I was just about to say like I got messed up. Like some kids broke their fingers. It was bad. But like I think they still use them, even though they're obviously hazardous. But we play, like dodgeball, and dodgeball was like, I don't know, like kids would get so freaked out about dodgeball, but I'm sitting there just like pumped, like hell yeah, like I'm gonna play dodgeball because like I was never good at like throwing balls, but I was really good at catching them. Still true to this day. And so like like all like the guys who had like really like good throwing arms, they'd like try and like get me out, and I'd just be like, nope, just kidding, I got your ball, you're out, and bye.
My God.
But then like when it came, because I would almost always be one of the last people standing, because at first you avoid everything, you just avoid confrontation, you keep to yourself, and that's how you make it to the end.
Exactly.
But then it would come down to like me and like another person, and like I can't throw for shit, so I just gotta like wait for them to throw a ball at me. But they're just like, no, I'm
just
not
like hand them the balls.
Basically just kick them all the balls. Say, here, you throw it, I'll get you out because I'll catch it. Don't worry.
So now that you bring up dodgeball, let me tell you, there was this one intense dodgeball game that I had.
Did you guys have like the heavy duty like rubber balls, or did you have like those foam balls?
A mix of both.
Ooh.
It's either you're getting hit really hard or really soft.
That's messed up.
Like, take your pick. But no, there's this kid in a grade ahead of me, and this was in high school too, and I swear this kid looked like he broke his nose 17 times. Looked like frickin' another version of Owen Wilson,
Yikes.
if you will.
Oh, I like Owen Wilson.
I can't stand him.
That's right, you hate him.
But me and him, like, I think he got me out one time, and I was like really petty, and I was just like, I said something about how like go break your nose again or something.
Ooh, yeah, get him where it hurts.
He was still in the game, and he like started walking off towards me and like avoiding or missing the like. He was still in the game, but once I said that, he like dropped everything, like started walking towards me, and then like Mr. Krager, he didn't break us up because it didn't get to that point, but he was just like the mediator. He was like, guys, quit it,
knock it off.
But yeah, I remember one time I love dodgeball so much. I wish I could like find like a league to like join or something.
I'm sure there is one. Let's somewhere.
Let's do like our own little dodgeball movie. Or whatever.
Oh yeah,
if you can dodge a wrench,
just reenact. Yeah,
you can dodge a ball.
What is it? You can dip, dive, duck, something. No, dip. Hold on.
I think it starts with dodge.
I know they
dodge
say dodge twice.
Dodge, duck,
dip,
dive.
dodge. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. That's the 5 Ds of dodgeball.
Oh gosh,
dodgeball was fun.
I was gonna make a hoe joke.
I don't dodge that many balls these days.
It's about the 5 Ds. No. But
this episode's making me look like a straight up hoe.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so like so Mr. Cook was cool. He was awesome. He came back first. He like left and then like came back when I was older, and I think for a little bit in like middle school. But then so in middle school we had Mr. King, who he was he was like 400 pounds, like big, big guy, and like
how did he get a gym position?
I don't know.
Gym teacher position.
I don't know. Well, no, because he was a baseball coach, and so I think they just like needed someone to teach, and he was able to do it. But I remember in middle school, that was when they started making us like run laps on like Wednesdays. In middle school is when you had to start bringing your own freaking clothes and.
God.
That I remember like first day of gym, like 6th grade, I was just like, oh, this is so weird. Like, all the girls are in the locker room. Like, everyone was just like, this is weird. Like, taking our clothes off, putting on our gym clothes. And, Mr. King would make us run laps around the gym. But he'd be sitting there, like, eating a bag of chips, eating donuts, and we're just like, bruh. Like, this is
the temptation
ironic.
is real.
Ironic. And he'd be sitting there like, run faster, and like put a mouthful of like fucking Fritos. Like,
oh my god. I didn't have this guy I don't know. We had him a couple times in like maybe 8th grade. But I can't remember his name. But anyway, he would like every time that we would go outside to like play like kickball or baseball or something, he would be standing off to the side. As long as we were doing work or being active or whatever, he would be off to the side, asleep. Like, that's what I find myself doing at work. Yes. Like, I would just be standing there, arms crossed, head down. Yep. But he would always, like, be wearing sunglasses or something. Like, we knew he was asleep.
Oh, yeah. He was like, they don't know that I'm asleep. Like, yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We know what's going on.
Yeah. Changing clothes, though, that comes with the urinal thing. Oh. Like, I always picked the corner locker. Like, don't look at me, guys. But I remember this one kid got made fun of because he was still wearing tighty whities or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, at least he's wearing underwear. Right. God. Okay, I got shit on most of the time because not like literal, but okay. Back in
I didn't know that was happening in the boys' locker room. Not
back in 6th grade, I remember specifically getting my first hoodie. I wore that shit every day.
Yeah.
And then the kids would be making fun of me like, didn't you just wear that yesterday?
Like, and?
It's a hoodie.
What's your point? It's outerwear. You can wear outerwear every day because it's outerwear.
And what is it? I would change my clothes underneath. It was just like I would wear the same hoodie every day.
Yeah.
So like throughout the rest of my school life, they'd be like, or this one girl, I think in 7th grade, she was just like, I wore a shirt. but I didn't wear it. Obviously, didn't wear it like 2 days in a row or whatever. But she was like, "Didn't you wear that yesterday?" I was just like, "Would you rather me not wear nothing at all?"